Up, galactic travelers, my Coco crew. It is the used to be Cosmic Christie here with you live from Monterey. I am in Pacific Grove, California right now. And I am literally, next to my closet, which is my car. And I want to, hi, Art Souls. Hey, guys. I am going to show up right now and do my damnedest to explain some things, to start telling what my experience has been. I mean, up until now. Because for me and who I am, by the way, I'm a pre-Merovingian being that has never died. I'm very aware of who I am now. At least I'm still learning, like every one of y'all. But I mean, down to a showdown in many different points, including even recognizing that the Coco Polo net and everything that was built is for these ascension cycles and for us to learn quickly with each other and to quantum ascend and to move quickly by entangling our energy. What we weren't aware of is that, when you're flipping dimensions in the middle of it, okay, it's not, hey, I come from this lineage that I've been clearing that did XYZ and I forgive them in my closet, right? That's not what's going down here. What's going down here is that it's happening in your real life. You are living in it. You are in it. You are in those projects. It is in your real life. These are situations, these are people, these are entanglements, these are programs around you that were purposely keeping you gridded in there, and I'll go into it. And how do I know this? Because I've lived it. I have lived through every intent that was put up on this soul in the DNA. I have since I was birthed here. I know now that I was made. I'm an AB negative. I'm also Arcturus. Jupiter is this big from where I stand, and it's an X right in the middle. I am an ancient being, and I came here originally to assist and ascend the planet. And we always had an original that had to be in a lower dimension. There always had to be. This goes back to Anana, Dimitri, that whole thing. Always had to be somebody down in order to connect the consciousness of the human, because this is how powerful we are, people. And this is what I'm here right now because I can show up. I need everyone to understand that you can't complete this mission and you can't fully embody and clear your lineages and embody the full energy of what you have come here to do, your golden ticket to cash it in by sitting at your house and not having conversations with people around you and not recognizing that those programs that you have been in all your life, you're still in it. And if you're choosing to stay connected with that, that's okay. But understand that they're all physical moves that have to happen. And it's all energy, because that's what we forgot. It's all energy and it's all intent of energy. And we're all one. And so, real quick before I forget, I'm stationary for a few days now because I'm going to start going into a little bit of my experience through as much as I can of all of some of the things that have happened, that because you guys were quantum entangled in all of it, except you weren't conscious of it. So then you weren't aware of what was shifting and what was happening. And there was all just a massive, massive, massive you know, there's so many perceptions and so many dimensions to this shift. There's so many different variations to what people are experiencing, you know, and no matter what it is, it all lines up because there's only one event, right? Because there is no time. That's what else we forgot. I can do 5 charts, what I'm doing, and just FYI, Coco Polo, we are gonna relaunch in November. We can hold 250. It's for the next Ascension wave. We're gonna be offering homeschooling stuff too in there, for moms that are trying to. So there's gonna be some different. Coco Polo is a net that assisted us as groups quantum entangle and basically pull out whenever, because whenever your energy field is so clean, whenever you entangle with somebody, you immediately reflect their shadow immediately. And see, I have had to clear myself and rebirth the genome and rebirth the DNA, rewrite DNA. These are all things that I had no idea I could do because I didn't know who I was. Now, purposely, there was some reasons that I didn't know who I was. And then there's a whole nother bag of chips that if you're sitting there beating yourself up because you're trying to figure out why the heck you would do this to yourself right now, let me tell you, you didn't. Because we got hijacked 3 fucking times in the past 6 months with the beings that say that maybe they're your friends on YouTube or whatever the fuck it is. Not everybody has the right information for everybody. It doesn't make it wrong. It doesn't make a judgment, but not everybody has the right information. And there is deception all over the place with it. You just have to discern. And you have to cut ties, and you have to make statements, and you have to show up, and you have to speak light language, and you have to, whatever it is that you have to do. Sometimes you just have to send a text. Sometimes you just need to delete a phone number that you really didn't want to delete and hope that that person comes back to you because you just had to cut the cord. And trust me, the quantum, the way that this grid is set up, as soon as you cut it, you do cut it and you flip. You flip up. We all have different ways that we read energy. We all have different reasons for being here. And it's no longer called starseedology, it's StarAONomy. And it's StarAONomy. It's StarAONomy. And it's not astrology. Astrology was a tool that was invented by us at some point to get the fuck out of here. Because this crazy crap that's been going on down here, it's like everybody got directions to a quantum video game that nobody knew how to drive. So the monads have had to step back in and take control of this realm. That's why everything is a little bit trippy right now. But in the consciousness of the ones that are watching this video, y'all know what I'm talking about. I can do 5 StarAONomy charts. I do them for 9. I draw it. I show you what your plate. Now, what that is it's showing you what energy frequency you embody, and I can help explain how you see things, what lessons you came here to learn. Maybe if your consciousness, like there's 5 of y'all that need charts, and this explains your DNA because because we're getting out of that 12-house system. Don't even get me started on the experience that I had to live through because of astrology. Because at the depths of astrology, it was being held down by a primordial entity that had been feeding and recoiling on the center of the earth in Las Vegas. I can tell you the club that it all went down. And through intent of sexual crap and Catholicism and punishment of women and pain. And see, but the problem is the beings that had control down here that took over the consciousness of us at some point, they thought that the only way to get anything out of us was to hurt us and to rape us. It's nuts. Then everything was set up on all this deep demonic energy, and then whoa, then everything went quantum. What does that mean? Well, I don't know. This is what it means. Nothing's linear here. Time is not. Time is an illusion. Time is digits. Whenever the energy changed in 2012, basically what happened was there was a group of beings that got the directions, and they knew that we were coming in, and they knew our codes, and they knew how we were going to interact with each other in order to reunite, in order to ascend this planet. We didn't come here to set up celebrity entertainment industry. We came here to raise the frequency of this planet by what? By love, by singing, by dancing, by creating, because only with consciousness can you create out of an evolutionary cycle in order to consciously get others to see that there's other ways to do it. So what they did is took over those codes, and then guess what? They laid them all in the ground and the Ma on the Masonic 33. You know how I know this? Because it siphoned those codes out of me too. Everything in the Masonic Illuminati, all that stuff that has the G on it with the upside down G. You're looking at her, Ga, Kristen Ginzel. This goes back to Hitler Germans. This all goes back to Bryan College Station, Texas. We've always been creator beings. You're powerful as hell. We're just now remembering, and then we can go back and track. Now, through this process, I've had to reclaim my birthday, because not only is there one or two, there's splices and dices, because our DNA was bought and sold like thoroughbred horses, all the way down to the current entertainment industry right now that's still possibly operating off your consciousness. It's been so crazy that trash around you. People are following me around, putting trash in my fields. People calling you a different name, that's because they're trying to take your spot. Because literally what happened was somebody got some instructions, and this happened a long time ago, and they got a hold of like the mermaid, the true beings, because our bodies hold elements. Your bodies make elements. Our bodies make the earth. Our bodies that are more future, which was you find out in StarAONomy, you find out, okay, did I come in a little bit more from the future, or do I come for perception wise, or from the past? What program is running on that? Because they were all programs, no matter what it was. We were just human beings trying to get the fuck out of what the hell was going on down here, because we didn't understand why we were doing good, why we were coming here, and we were inventing things, and we were loving, and we were doing good things, and then it was never getting back to us. How is that possible? Because that's not the universal law that we signed up for. And you're damn straight. And guys, we've been stuck here for a long fucking time. And I can tell you that I went head to head with that entity and skipped over, because it was all about Venus at 3 degrees. 3 degrees and then 7 degrees in the Alpha Draconic on the 7 degree Virgo. They had us held in a black hole. There is so much to what's happening, and it's all good news. But what I'm telling you right now is what's been going on with me. Like, this is leading up. There was everything needed to be claimed, because what happens is this is heaven on earth. This is what was always prophesized, but you have to claim it. You have to know who you are to claim it. I could not have done any, first of all, not anybody just gets the rules to come and sign up and be able to ascend the planet. The only thing that happened was that I was fully able, and I always have been. I'm guided off my intuition. I am the first like galactic human. I definitely am. I mean, because I activated the OA and birthed the field. It's like I've been in this realm for 2 years. It's like, where's Venus? Where's Venus been? She's been at 19 3/4 platform. Okay, now y'all are here with me. If y'all have been following my channel, you've seen my chart. I have a 6-planet stellium in Libra. I brought in Arcturus in the 7th house. How did we do this? Through talking through it and no judgment. Even, I mean, the stories that when Camille gets here and we're gonna start doing more videos, because there's so much that has happened. I mean, in my physical life, that explains everything that's been going on here, because that's what I did. I went through all of it. One being had to come and go through all of it in order to put it together. And it's still the most craziest crap you'd ever think. And I couldn't believe I was right. But now that I have driven 17 states since March, ascending this planet from this is the Coco Love Bug, by the way. And we're the Coco, we're the Cosmic Collective. We're from the coral to the cosmic. What is your Coco? We're coming together. We reclaimed this realm for all of us. I need everyone else just to realize what's going on, because my feminine side is also here, and what's happened and what has transpired in the events that I am living through right now are so the most greed. You would never think that anybody would purposely steal somebody's soul. But I lived that experience to the point where I got locked out of my room barefoot, had to walk in the middle of a nightclub barefoot.